day. From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson and the New York Giants taking on Jameis Winston and the Arizona Cardinals.
We're across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
Fielded near the back of the end. And they will elect to not bring this one out at the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be under the #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
Let's talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. Teams that start 0-3 usually don't make back today that's determined to end that slide right now. Must win for him and his team.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about
the 30. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
6. First down, Cardinals.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
At the 33-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Winston rolling to his left. And he's going to keep it here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He can run for it, and he will. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Yeah, Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
The 50-yard line.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Winston now from the 50. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 44 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Working out of the gun, Winston. On the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
2nd and goal.
From the gun, Winston. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Russell Gage, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here's Mecole Hardman. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by a former most valuable player in the National Football League, the always dangerous Lamar Jackson.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack there by Brandon Graham coming in and bringing him down to the ground. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
3rd and short yardage, Winston. This is Johnson, he's got it. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. Play action now, Winston. This one caught by Ridley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 34. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. A 3-yard pickup.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now Eckler. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
The ball carrier. Roquan Smith in on the tackle.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Jameis to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Running on first down, Eckler. Jeff Gladney able to come up and make the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Winston. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Winston now. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown, Arizona.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals push further out in front. There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. From the gun, it's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
Jackson's pass. Intercepted by the...
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
The ball carrier.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
McManus lining up.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. And New York set to take the field. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he fires one incomplete. Mecole Hardman the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jackson finds his tight end Ingram. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Jackson. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Lamar Jackson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. And a look now at the game so far for Jameis Winston. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success.
Yeah, he's got that nice little, what I call the QB lean going right now. You see that little stroll that he's got
swagger
going? Yeah, he's definitely got that. You see him throwing the football, this nice little video. He's seeing that in his head as well because he wants more of that to happen. So anytime you see him that relaxed, that comfortable, usually it's a big thumbs up for his team.
It's been a big highlight day for him. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 29, Winston steps away. And now he's going to use his legs. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Winston's pass.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
1st down, Winston. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
And less than a yard.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away.
receiving team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Jameis now on first down. Out to his left. He's going to take off with him. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. At the
Final play of the half here, Winston. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll start with two teams who know each other awfully well. An NFC East matchup between Philadelphia and Dallas. And it's the Cowboys on top as they play the second quarter. Tyler Bray throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head to Hard Rock Stadium to check on the Dolphins at home in Miami. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. The Bills seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And it's the visiting Minnesota Vikings who are out in front. Matt Ryan has a touchdown pass. In our game has been Jameis Winston, who's been on target in the first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front. As we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Throwing now, Jackson on first down, and that'll be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be second down. Play action, now Jackson. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop this down to Taylor, and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. Being chased out left. He'll run it. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this with both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. This is caught, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, No matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll run here with Taylor. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Butker on for the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson.
Set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The football going back over to Arizona now. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long...
And now look at him go. Past the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A huge play there for Arizona. 62 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And Winston lost the football.
Winston on the keeper. Fumble on the play.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And who's got it? The Giants.
A fumble on the play.
And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do is trot him out on the field.
And he's into the clear. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyreek Hill, 88 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead.
Harrison Butker.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And a look now at the game so far for Jameis Winston. Maybe he's wondering, hey, what else do I have to do? He's playing well as we roll through some of these highlights. Bottom line, though, they're down.
And while he may be wondering, he's got to get that out of his mind. He's got to think to himself, lead, continue to play well, maybe a little bit extra. That's what quarterbacks do when they're trying to get their teams into the victory lane.
See if he can lead them to that victory lane. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 7, Winston. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run here with Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
It's Eckler again. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now he'll pull it down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to keep it here. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Arizona.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Number 18.
Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
The kick is
And he puts it through. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it winds up at a touchdown for Arizona. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
25-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now it's Jackson. And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
2nd and a yard.
Now a first carry for their fullback. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Taylor, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Arizona.
From the gun, Winston. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. At the 40.
Again, it's Winston. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line.
A gain of 15. First down, Cardinals.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now this throw caught left side, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's going to take off with it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Leveling everything he does and read the clock, feeling it.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Calvin Ridley there to make the grab. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch. tomorrow.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He's had quite the turnaround, Charles. At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but he's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a slow start or a tough start. Means that they're strong mentally. They've kind of calmed themselves down. Everyone's rallied around them. Maybe they even change game planning a little bit in order to make things better for them.
Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Well, another fine run right there for Lamar Jackson, and CD, that one puts him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise? With Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well. He'll have as many 100-yard games in the season as the top running backs in the league.
Throwing now is Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
He'll get that one to Taylor, complete.
Would be a long field goal try from here as they try to hustle to the line. On third down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Giants take over first and 10. At their own.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack. For the
right down. He's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. To see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we got the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Giants, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll sink now to 0-4.